Welcome to Synagogues of Massachusetts, Part 8. In this episode, we look at several small cities in the state of Massachusetts. Our first stop is Fall River, a city of about 88,000 residents. And at one time, this was Congregation Adas Israel, an Orthodox shul. It was sold in 2012 as a church. The congregation was established in 1959, and it was sold, that is the building, to evangelical Christians for $400,000 using a real estate agent who was also a congregant at the synagogue. This raises eyebrows because among Orthodox belief, it is not permitted to sell a synagogue directly to a church. At that time, the remaining 24 or so congregants were offered a room at Temple Bethel, a conservative synagogue, to hold their own style prayer services. At that time in 2012, the only remaining vestige of Jewish symbolization in the building were the Hebrew letters Da Lifnei Mi'ata Omed, or Know before who thy stand, that had been affixed to the eastern wall. And here is that other synagogue in Fall River, Temple Bethel, a conservative affiliated congregation. Mark Elber is the rabbi. He received his ordination under the auspices of Jewish renewal. This would lead one to believe that he is incorporating Jewish renewal practices into the congregation. There are Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services, as well as Monday and Thursday morning services. This congregation was established in 1924, at the time being called Congregation Bethel. The building shown here was erected in the late 1920s. At its zenith in the 1950s, it had more than 600 member families and 450 students in its Hebrew school. This is Framingham, Massachusetts, a city of about 68,000 residents. We believe that this residential home is the site of the local Chabad house. It was started in 1978 by Rabbi Yaakov Lazaros. They host a Saturday morning Shabbat service. There are two other Jewish houses of worship in Framingham. This is one of them, Congregation Beth Am, a Reformed temple. It was founded in 1956. Donald Rossoff has been the rabbi for a little more than a year. Shabbat services are hosted both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. And then there's Temple Beth Shalom, a conservative congregation. Besides the requisite Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services, there is also a Sunday morning minyan, a Friday morning minyan, and Sunday through Thursday evening minyanim. Rabbi Dr. Lawrence Bazer has been its spiritual leader since 2003. The congregation goes all the way back to 1885. We shift over to Franklin, Massachusetts, with a population of 32,000, and the entrance to Temple Eitz Chaim, another Reformed congregation. Shabbat services are held Friday evenings, and there is a Saturday morning Torah study. Thomas Alpert is the rabbi, and this is a second career for him. Originally, he spent several years as a lawyer. The congregation first formally met in 1991. Its current building was purchased in 1999 and converted for synagogue use. Our final stop is Gloucester, or do you say Gloucester? It has about 29,300 residents. We can't show you the front of the synagogue building, so we'll show you the back. And it's Temple Ahavat Achim, or Love of Brothers. Stephen Lewis is its rabbi. Myron S. Geller is Rabbi Emeritus. It's a conservative affiliated congregation. Besides Shabbat services on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, there is also a Sunday morning minyan. Can't provide much on historical facts other than the congregation has been around for more than 100 years, but one can purchase from them a book on the history of the community. There are more synagogues in the state of Massachusetts to check out. Bye for now, and see you real soon.